Sounds bad. Sounds bad. Sounds bad. Sounds bad.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody from Tipsy Rippers, and I couldn't wait any longer. I had to do this unboxing, so I wanted to give an authentic unboxing. Just got my package in the mail, so very excited about this. Never had one before. Really excited. So I got the Marsupial fully enclosed Bino harness. Super stoked about it. So that's what's in this box. I didn't order it from their direct website, but you can. I'll give you a link down below for the Marsupial gear. You can get all kinds of stuff from there. It's awesome, but I ended up ordering from Shields. I just ordered this, I think Thursday. It already came, so very impressed with the shipping. They have a lot of stuff there as well, so check them out. I'll put a link in the description for them too. A lot of great stuff from them. So I wanted to make an authentic unboxing video, so super stoked about it. So just super stoked. So little thing is, I had a tough time. I've been looking at Bino harnesses for months now. I even had an old one before, and I narrowed it down to this one because they have little bow clips that you can stick right on the bottom. They have like some webbing that you can actually add different things. You can put a holster on it. You can put, different things on it. I'll go through that in the video later, but I had to order those from Marsupial itself, so those will come later. So I'll probably do the video kind of whenever I get those as well. So but I'm excited to unbox this and show you guys what's in it. I know a bunch of other people have made videos on these already, but yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. Never had a Bino harness. I've always just had it in my backpack. I've always had it just kind of either hanging off me on my backpack. I have little loops there that I'd hook them to. So super stoked about this. So boxed and boxed. Pretty nice packaging stuff. Super stoked. So I got it in the green. Look at that. That's sweet. Wow, that's really nice. And so far you look at it and you're like, where's the straps? But I believe so. It's all in there. Yep, it's all in here. So I just got this. You can get the rangefinder attachment. You can also get a bear spray attachment. You can get a gun holster attachment, but I got this one. It's really nice, really well made in it. So you can buy one without the magnetic, but I like the concept of the magnets. It's nice and quiet. It's a little louder than I thought it would be because it's clips. You can hear the movement, so, but it's better than what I was doing, is putting it in my pocket while I'm walking. So it's still nice. It opens up nice. I like it so far. So here's the harness. I believe if you get I believe it's $95 for the other harness. You won't get this webbing, this nice soft padded harness. You can get the basic one, but you can upgrade for $10 for the one that has it doesn't have this sidewall here. But I want to get the fully enclosed one because everybody said that it gets dusty, and the other one, but I mean, there's not much of a price difference. $25 if you're getting the upgrade, so it's really not, it's not too bad. So I definitely wanted to get this. So show you a nice zipper here. It's a little tight. That's what they said it was. So, but you can fit a few things in there definitely. These are really tight as well. But I'm stoked about having my phone back here. So I'm gonna do more of a video though. But this thing's freaking sweet already. I'm super stoked about it. All right, so I'm just gonna actually put it together. So here's that webbing I was talking about. So if you have an older model of the just the flagship one, it does not have this down here. These loops right here, where you can add different things. But the newer models, they do have them now. So even if you go and you get the regular Marsupial Bino harness, they will have this now. But if you're buying it from a third party, just make sure if you want these, that it's not the older model, because they did update and put them on there. So we're gonna see how to attach this. It should be pretty simple, but I did get the buckle delete kit. I don't really know what it does, to be honest. It's only $3 from Marsupial, but I had to basically, I just bought it because I was like, oh, well, I'm buying the clips for the bow, so I just figured, I'll get it, you know, $3, whatever. Already put it upside down. Nope. USA made right there. That's sweet. So, which means a lot, you know. I try to buy a lot of US made things. This looks like you just clip this up here. Very simple. I probably wouldn't have to make a video doing this. And same about these clips. I got on these bottom clips down here. Super simple. But I imagine to put it on, well, you may put it over your head. Let's try. Probably needs loosened already. Yep, so we're better off. It's too tight for sure. So I've never put one on, so it looks like a Davis. So, I guess if you put this on, already feel like a dweeb. Never had one of these at all. So, I think I have to loosen it. Or I'm doing something. So, yep, so I probably have to loosen it. And then kind of figure it out from there. So all you do is, that was super easy. Just pull on it. And it loosens. Just pull on it. Very, very easy. And then I think if you want to tighten it, just pull on this one. Yep, super simple. I like the ergonomics to it, right? Very easy. It's supposed to be high on your chest. So, see if I can get my weird arms around here. Put it in there. Okay, I already see me struggling with this, but so I have to find an easier way to do this. But it's kind of nice that you can tighten it right here. If you think it's loose. There's a nice holder strap right here. Keeps your strap in line. So I like that, and it's super easy. You just pull it, tighten it up. Okay, and it's a front face, so pull the front, boom, glass, and you know you can do it one hand. So far, it already seems like I have no weight on it, so it's wanting to lift up just from me pulling. Might just have to be, you know, some kind of adjusting I have to do. Like I said, never owned one of these in my life. I'm a very basic hunter, so super stoked to get this. It's not badly priced either, $130. Yeah, nice. Not too bad. Let's look. It's not bad at all. It's pretty comfortably, actually. I might not even have it set on. So here's these tethers that go right to your binoculars so they don't fall. We're going to set these up for sure, but I'm going to go get my binoculars and at least put them in here and see how they feel. Because I feel this, I might have to adjust it, but I feel this when I pull this, it lifts it up and goes on the top of my gut. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my binoculars. So, hi, so I'm back. So this is what I was using. I did not buy this because I have a good expensive pair of binoculars. I have a cheap pair I actually got from William's dad, so but they work well. Maybe I'll upgrade eventually to a nicer set. And I'm out of breath. I'm getting fat. Whew. But so this thing, very uncomfortable wearing around your neck. Just digs in your neck. It just sways back and forth. I hated that. You know, if you're trying to be quiet, or you know, even if you're standing in a stand, it was terrible. It swung, it would hit me when I was moving. It was super loud. So I wanted to get this, especially because I'm venturing into trying to stalk deer now. Stalk deer. Deer. All right, stalk deer now. So, but very. I just have. So they have different sizes: small, medium, and large. If you already have binoculars, they have a nice guide, or I guess chart that you can look up. I just measured it, so mine's 6 inches. Just a cheap pair of you know, red fills, but they work pretty well for me. I have another cheaper red filled and I don't like them. They're real wide. So yeah, it fits in there good. Perfect. I think that if I'm not mistaken, this is like 6.5 inches tall. But it will expand some, but good. Okay. All right, so this is Marsupial Gear website, and one thing they like to basically advertise is the one harness that fits all your activities, all your outdoor activities. They have all kinds of different chest packs and little packs you can get. So this is the you can get the enclosed one or just the regular binocular harness. Here's some of their other chest packs they have. You get all different colors. This is the one I got, the enclosed binocular one. It comes in different colors, comes in brown, Ranger green like I got. That one's green camo. Yeah, so there's all different kinds of colors you can get. Showing you right there all the different colors, small, medium, and large. Here's a little description about kind of like what their story is, and then there's a little disclaimer there saying about the extra large harness. You have to special order it. The features: full containment design, secure, just stretch pockets, molly attachment, and there's a couple videos right there, basically showing you the differences between the sizing and the differences in between the different Bino harnesses. Here is a sizing guide right here. So if you can find your specific size, it would tell you which one to get. I just measured mine, so you know, the height and the width, and I just asked the question. They said small would work for me. So there's all kinds of different things you can get on this site, so definitely check it out. There's so much stuff you can get. You can get different attachments just for this chest pack itself. You can get basically a rangefinder pouch, a zippered pouch, buckle delete kit, and here's the bow hanger clips. Only $12, so great investment, I would say. Definitely. Buckle delete kit's only $3, and yeah, so I definitely look into getting those if you're going to get one of these. But there's all kinds of different attachments for this. That's what I love about this gear set. So one of these days I'll get one of those hats, but you know, $25 for a hat. maybe sometime. But yeah, that's it right there. But I guess, you know, if you're nice and slow, it's pretty quiet. I'm just gonna show you the inside of this. Nice soft material. It's kind of loud to the touch, but not too bad. You know, that material on the back's a lot quieter. Like, nice soft material. Good, I'd say. It's very sturdy, I would say it's super well made just from feeling it. I felt the what is it, the Vortex one? So, and it was just cheaply made. The stitching was cheap. This was just the $30, the $50 one. I can't remember which one it is, but it just, everything felt cheap on it. But this all feels very nice. You stick your tags in here. You probably stick a little knife in there. You know, you probably stick your wax in there if you're a bow hunter. I'm gonna stick my phone in the back and see how uncomfortable it is against your chest with the binoculars. I think that's a big thing, but what I'm stoked about is these loops and holding the bow, so I really want to try that. All right, we're down in my basement. It's a little messy, but so far, one thing I already noticed is that you know, I have to adjust it, but when I bend over, I feel this gap here. It's a little weird, but so one of the big things I noticed is when you're flipping this up and putting it back down, right? It doesn't fully seat in there. See how I just clipped it back there? Which is fine, but that's one thing I've noticed already, just within you know, opening it within 5 minutes. So I'm wearing around the house. So if you flip it back up, you know what I mean? It's still seated in there pretty good. There's tiny of a gap, but you almost have to, since it wraps the whole way around, you almost have to give it that extra snug. Another thing I noticed is this hook right here. Sometimes when you're doing that and it flips down, it gets in your chest. So that could be a little nuisance, but it's just a nice little easy flip up. So, I mean, I'm a very minimal hunter. So none of this stuff is gonna bother me. But some people are very specific on what they like. So if these little things are something that bothers you, maybe consider it. Maybe consider going with the ones that don't have a magnet. This flips up, it's super nice, but then you notice it does not go the whole way down, so you almost have to clip it. And that might just be me, like, trying to be quick about it. I mean, mostly if you're trying to close it, like, slowly, you're fine. You just guide it up. But if you're trying to be quick about it and you're on the move, it's not too loud. So, but you just push it down, so it's not too bad. Oh, why is the flash on? Okay, whatever. So not too bad. So I've stuck my phone in here, put it against my chest, and it's actually pretty comfortable. I think the harness itself, you're going to get used to it. It's probably going to feel a little wonky if you never had one, like me. So more or less, I can't compare it to the comfortability of another harness, but I can compare it to not having one, and I feel like it's going to be super effective. So I'm going to use it in the field, and I can tell you what I didn't like about it, what I did like about it. But we're gonna hook up these to the strap. So I'm gonna try this. I'm not gonna be able really to do it one-handed, but we'll see. And you just go up through. Just go up through here, up through there. And you might want to make sure it's orientated and not flipped around. Don't be me and do that, so make sure. Alright, so easiest way is just take the clips right off there. Super simple, but then just have it in front of you. Yep. Just go up through like that. And then come back down. Sorry, I'm not good at this self-filming quite. So I'm going to give it as much slack as possible. But all I did was to keep it going the same way as I go up through. You might have to pull it a little bit more so you can get as much slack as possible. And then go up behind this one. So this is probably the hardest thing yet to do, but still not too bad. There you go. So just make sure they're the same length and then clip them back in. But another thing, super easy to take off. You can do it two ways. You can take all 4 clips, or you can just take one. You can do both hands, 2 clips, and then just right over your head. Love it. That's super easy, and it goes on just as easy. So, but I think for the tethered straps, I think I have to go down, and I think it'll keep them more in line. But I'll make sure to put that in the video and edit it. So, yeah. All right. One thing to notate was whenever I remember before I bought it, I watched a review. Is when you're using the tethereds. I'm not talking to you, Brandon. When using the tethereds, they do kind of create a gap there. So you almost have to put them aside because they like to fall in the back here. So I'll try to show you if I can. Let me close it. That there's kind of a little, it's not too bad. It's actually pretty good, but if it goes in the corner there, you can see the tiny holes. So you either want to get it completely in the back or you can get it on the sides here. So that's one thing to notate. Like I said, the only big, there's just real small minor things like the closing mechanism with the with the magnet. It doesn't close fully. So if you just look here, see how that's not fully down. So, but other than that, you just give it a little push, it's fine. And then just make sure you don't push this little pull tab too far, or it's gonna be like digging in your chest. It doesn't really bother you at all, but that's just some minor things. All right, something I just noticed about these is if you push this, then you don't have to actually pull it. You just push this in, and then you can easily pull the strap. That's a nice little feature. I like that. All right, so I got a hoodie on and a little bit puffier jacket. I do not think that I can get 2 jackets on. I don't know who wears 2 puffy jackets anyways, but I have a little bit puffier jacket. I'd adjust it the whole way out pretty much. I mean, there's still a little bit. I mean, there's these retaining little bands here that keep it from going any further, but you could pass it and slip it and go a little bit further. I weigh about 190 pounds, some closer to 200 pounds. But if it's real comfortable, you can adjust. There's a lot of adjustability to it, just so you can have a comparison. Just show you what it looks like. Okay. This is my bigger jacket, more for winter. Doesn't look too bad actually. Doesn't feel too bad. And like I said, you still got a little bit of wiggle room here. Said I'm 190, 200 pounds. So it still fits pretty good. You can get the extra large harness if you really wanted to, but you have to special order that. That's one thing I hope they come out with is different sizes of harnesses, you know, small, medium, large, extra large, instead of just giving you an option of one. But as the company grows, maybe they will be able to provide that. So I also wanted to show you real quick if it interferes with backpack straps or anything like that. I just have a basic, I'm a Walmart guy, you know, cheap, but moving up the world at some time. So it doesn't interfere with either of my clips, which is great. If you're curious on that, so I have, you know, so it's pretty good. It's nice centered. You can probably, I could still even get the 2 attachments eventually right here, and won't even interfere there. So I'm really excited about that. I just don't know how they're gonna go. I guess we'll see whenever we get them, how they strap on. All right, guys, so I am going to do a separate video on the bow hangers. I already recorded and everything like that, and the buckle delete kit. There's too much information there. I didn't want to make this video way too long, so I kind of had to extend this video a little bit longer than I wanted to. So I'm just gonna make a second one. So one, it's easier to find, because if you just want to know just specifically about the buckle delete kit and the bow hangers, it's just gonna be all in one place. So I'll put a link up here somewhere, I don't know. But basically, I just wanted to go over the pros and cons of this pack. To me personally, if you really want to consider this over anything else, hopefully I help you out. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Also put some comments in there. Tell me what I can do to provide better information, or if you have any questions I didn't answer on these videos, I definitely will answer them. If I have to make another video, kind of explain it and show you anything, make sure, please comment, please ask. So, all right, so I love this color. It seems to go with any camo, so that's a plus for me. I'm not sponsored by this video, just so you know. So I'm just gonna give you all the information I can. If you want to know any item description on it, definitely go to the website. Like I said, I'll have that link below. But I believe it's like polyester material. So just from using it, my honest opinion is great pack, great pack. I do not regret my decision, and I am a cheapskate. I am a cheapskate for sure. So it took me a long time to figure out which one I wanted, and these bow clips are definitely something that made me decide to get these. I'll go over that a little bit in the video at the end of it and tell you what to look out for with these bow clips. But so I would say the comfortability is an 8 out of 10. I think it's really comfortable. I thought it would take me 2 weeks to get used, at least 2 weeks to get used to it. I wore it 2 days and I was used to it. Didn't even notice it was there. So that's a plus. And me, I'm very picky on all kinds of stuff, like my underwear, for an example. But besides the point, yeah, very comfortable. I haven't used these pockets yet, so I can't tell you how good they are yet. But I've hunted many times with this, using them. Super easy to get your binoculars out. Very quiet, even with the loud, magnetic snap. Because I don't always think about that real quick. I don't think about closing it slowly. So, but you really can't even notice it with all the noise outside. So, I will say it's actually really lightweight. I thought I would really notice it, and I thought it'd get in my way. It does not get in your way. Pulling back your compound bow, it didn't seem like it got in the way. Let's say, yeah, it's lightweight. Don't even notice it's there. Many times I've literally even kept it like this sometimes, hanging there. I love the tethered. You can get rid of those too if you don't want those, the tethers for those. But like I said in an earlier video, some cons to this is obviously if you do use these, you have to watch where your straps lay so it closes completely. One thing I don't like is, it seems like it's been breaking in a little bit more, so like it's been closing a little bit better. Or you have to really give it like a guide. So like if you just flip it up, it doesn't always lock. But it seems like it's almost breaking a little bit. So what I said before, where I was having trouble closing, I still say it does sometimes, just because how it has to wrap behind. So I would say that's a little bit of a con, not that big. Another thing is, this is a great spot to put your phone, but if you have a large phone, it kind of hinders the pack from closing the whole way. Mine stayed up like this. So, I mean, that's not a deal breaker at all. If that's like a big purpose, you want to put your phone right there. If you have a extra large phone, like I do have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so like it's a little bit tall and it keeps this up. but honestly, it's still protected. I see no issue with that at all. Not at all. So, like I said, let's see. This doesn't really bother me, especially when you're wearing a coat. I know I did mention that. Pulling back, you don't even notice that. One thing I hope they come out with is different size harnesses. I know they have the extra large one on the website. It's a special order, but I think that should be an option. Hopefully, if they get bigger and bigger, they will be able to offer different sizes regularly. Yep, not even gonna say it. No, but yeah. Let's see. I haven't put anything in this pocket yet. I will say when I'm just using it, this material, it was raining the one day, just beat it right off of it. So it doesn't seem like it absorbs a lot of water. But I'm pretty sure that's about all I can touch on. I thought maybe, I thought this could be a little bit thicker, but more likely, unless you're wearing this on a thin shirt, you're really not gonna notice. It's still comfortable how it lays. I will say that on a bigger coat, it does look a little funny because it's tight around your sides. It might just be my build, but yeah, all in all, I would, if I'm gonna rate this out of 10, I would give it 8.5 for sure. And you can take whatever I say very lightly because I've never compared it to anything else. I really do enjoy this though, from not using one to using one. So I couldn't recommend this anymore. This is definitely a great purchase. And for me to spend $130 on a piece of hunting equipment really means a lot because I am cheap. I really am cheap, and maybe eventually I'll just keep buying more gear and then I won't have to buy any new stuff. But everything I've used worked great, so I don't always believe the gear just makes everything easier for you down the road. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good.